Have you ever questioned the nature of your reality? Let's dive into this concept, shall we? Reality, as we understand it, is a complex tapestry woven together by our experiences and senses. It's our perception of the world around us, shaped and molded by what we see, hear, touch, taste, and smell. But what if I told you that our understanding of reality is, at best, limited? You see, our senses are not all-seeing, all-knowing entities. They are merely tools that help us navigate this vast world. They provide us with a snapshot, a glimpse of what's out there, but they do not and cannot capture the entire picture. It's like trying to understand the entirety of a grand symphony by listening to a single note. Impossible, isn't it? Now let's introduce a thought-provoking idea, the world as an illusion. It sounds like a concept straight out of a science fiction novel, doesn't it? But it's not as fantastical as it sounds. In fact, it's a concept deeply rooted in philosophy, spirituality, and even science. So what does it mean to say that the world is an illusion? It means that our perception of the world, the reality we believe we're living in, might not be the absolute truth. Instead, it's a construct, an interpretation created by our limited senses and experiences. It's our mind's attempt to make sense of the vastness and complexity of the universe. Consider this. A bat perceives the world through echolocation, a dog through its heightened sense of smell, and a bee through ultraviolet vision. Each of these creatures experiences a different reality, a different version of the world. It's not that one perception is more real than the other. They're just different interpretations of the same world. So, if our senses can only capture a fraction of what's out there, and our perception of reality is shaped by these limited senses, isn't it plausible to consider that the world as we know it might just be a grand illusion? The world as we know it might just be a grand illusion, and here's why. The world as an illusion. Sounds like a science fiction plot, doesn't it? Yet the concept is not as far-fetched as it may initially appear. To understand this, let's step back and consider the limitations of our senses, the very means through which we engage with the world. We're equipped with 5 senses: sight, hearing, taste, touch, and smell. These are our gateways to reality, our tools for interacting with the world around us. Yet, they're far from perfect. Our eyes can't see ultraviolet light, our ears can't hear ultrasonic sounds, and our skin can't feel magnetic fields. Our senses only allow us to perceive a tiny fraction of the universe around us. So, what happens to the rest of the reality that we can't perceive? Does it cease to exist because we can't sense it? Of course not. It's still there, but it's a part of the universe that remains hidden from us. Now let's consider our minds. Our minds are brilliant at filling in gaps. When we look at a picture, our minds automatically fill in the missing parts to form a complete image. This is a useful trait for our survival, but it also means that we are constantly constructing our own versions of reality based on the limited information our senses provide us. Therefore, the world as we know it is not a complete and accurate representation of reality. It's a construct, an illusion shaped by our minds and our senses. It's a version of reality, yes, but it's our version, unique to each one of us. It's like we're all living in our own personal virtual realities, experiencing the world through our individual sensory filters. So when we say the world is an illusion, we're not suggesting that the world doesn't exist. Rather, we're pointing out that our perception of the world is not the full picture. It's a simplified, human-centric version, tailored to our limited senses and our mind's ability to process information. In essence, we're all living in our own personal illusions. Now consider this. The universe as we know it is incredibly vast. When we gaze up at the night sky, we see a tapestry of stars that stretches out into infinity. Each point of light is a separate star, possibly orbited by planets, and each one is an incomprehensible distance away from us. This is just a fraction of our own galaxy, which is one among billions in the universe. Imagine a cosmic dance of galaxies, each with millions, billions, or even trillions of stars, all swirling in the silent symphony of space. The scale is so immense it's almost beyond our human comprehension, yet this vastness is merely a mirror, reflecting the infinite depths of our own being. Our senses and understanding are limited. They bind us to our own small, immediate realities. We perceive the universe in 3 dimensions, constrained by the arrow of time. But what if there are more dimensions, more realities beyond our perception, just waiting to be discovered? Could it be that our minds, like the universe, are not confined to the physical dimensions we know? Could our consciousness be a multidimensional entity, vast and complex, existing beyond the limitations of our physical reality? This vastness of the universe isn't just out there, it's also within us. We are not separate from the universe, we are integral parts of it. Each of us is a unique expression of the universe, experiencing itself from a different perspective. Think of a wave in the ocean. The wave is not separate from the ocean, it's a part of it. Similarly, we are not separate from the universe, we are waves in the cosmic ocean. In this way, the vastness of the universe reflects the vastness of our own being, our own consciousness. We are not small and insignificant, but rather, we are expansive and interconnected with the cosmos. And so we find that our minds, while limited in perception, are not limited in their ability to be a part of something larger. Like tiny drops in the vast ocean of existence, we contribute to the grandeur of the cosmos. Our minds may be limited, but they're a part of an unimaginably vast universe. The concept of non-duality suggests that there is no separation between the observer and the observed. Let's dive deeper into this intriguing concept. Non-duality, or Advaita, is a philosophical view that asserts there's no distinction between the self and the universe. It's a profound understanding that we are not separate from the world around us, but rather we are intricately woven into the fabric of reality itself. The illusion of separation is a product of our limited minds. Our brains, in their attempt to make sense of the world, compartmentalize everything into categories and labels. This is the tree, that is the sky. She is a person, it is an animal. We see objects as distinct entities, separate from us and from each other. But this is not how reality truly is. In the grand scheme of things, we are all made of the same fundamental stuff of the universe. The same energy that fuels the stars also fuels us. The same atoms that make up distant galaxies also constitute our bodies. The universe isn't something external to us. We are the universe experiencing itself. Non-duality suggests that the observer and the observed are one and the same. When we gaze at a beautiful sunset, it's not merely us observing the sunset. Rather, it's the universe reveling in its own beauty through our eyes. When we contemplate the vastness of the cosmos, it's not just us marveling at the grandeur of the universe. It's the universe marveling at its own vastness through our consciousness. This notion strips away the illusion of separation and reveals a profound unity. We are not isolated beings wandering through a vast, indifferent universe. Instead, we are integral parts of a grand cosmic dance, an ever-unfolding play of energy and matter. We are both the dancers in the dance, the players in the play, the observers and the observed. Non-duality invites us to see beyond the artificial boundaries our minds construct, to embrace the interconnectedness of all things, and to realize our true nature as manifestations of the universe. Just as the universe is a unified whole, so too are we. So what does all this mean for us in our daily lives? We've ventured through a journey of intriguing ideas today, from the mind-bending concept of the world as an illusion to the vastness of the universe and our being, all the way to the profound concept of non-duality. We started by exploring the idea that what we perceive as reality could in fact be an illusion, a grand mirage conjured by our limited minds. We are confined to the limits of our sensory perceptions, the spectrum of our sight, the range of our hearing, and the boundaries of our understanding. We can only perceive a sliver of the universe's true nature, a tiny fraction of the vast cosmic drama that unfolds beyond our grasp. This brought us to our second point, the vastness of the universe. It's a vastness that is not only physical but also a reflection of the vastness within us. We are beings of immense potential, capable of creativity, innovation, and profound understanding. Our minds, though limited in perception, are limitless in imagination. The universe in all its grandeur is mirrored within us, a testament to our own potential for greatness. Finally, we delved into the concept of non-duality. The idea that all of existence is interconnected, that there is no us and them, no self and other. We are all part of the same cosmic tapestry, threads woven together in the intricate pattern of existence. This is not just a philosophical concept, but a fundamental aspect of our reality that can alter our understanding of our place in the universe. By integrating these concepts into our worldview, we can begin to see our reality in a new light. We can start to question the nature of our existence, our perceptions, and our potential. We can realize that we are not mere spectators in this cosmic play, but active participants in its unfolding. The world may be an illusion, but it's an illusion that we're all a part of. So, perhaps it's time we start questioning the nature of our reality.